Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where we sip and spill the tea on all my favorite things. And I'm so excited because Phomemo finally reached out to your girl and sent me their D30 Label Maker to try out and review for you guys. So let's jump right on into this. And with this, you get your standard box, the machine, some quick start guides, and your charging cable. First, let's go ahead and take a look at the D30 Label Maker. From now on, I'm going to refer to it as the chicken machine because it's easier to say. This machine does come in an array of styles and colors. They are so freaking cute. So my daughter loves chicken. She was very excited for this. I don't know what she's going to be labeling. She's 17, but you know, hey, if she goes crazy in the kitchen, mama's not going to be mad. But so we have a button. That's where you charge it. And I'm just kind of looking at this first time. This is where the label comes out. And it looks like we have a little door here. Yep. And it comes preloaded with some labels already in there. Okay, to load the paper, you're going to take off the little tape that keeps it from getting crazy. You're going to put it in and you want your labels facing to the left. So pretty self-explanatory. It says to pull it out about 5 millimeters. So I don't know exactly how much that is, but we'll guess that's about right. Don't you think? Now, for the purposes of you guys have been asking about sizing, this that came preloaded says it's 12 millimeter in length and then 40 millimeter in width. Now, the extra papers they sent are going to be in 15 millimeter. So again, I get a lot of questions about sizing, and this is the first time I've used the smaller labels. So we're going to be doing this together. And as you're changing out your papers, you don't have to turn your machine off. You can leave it on and then begin to load your paper, and it just reconnects back to your app. Pretty standard. Phomemo also sent over 2 boxes of labels, and they have different colors, so you know we're going to be trying that out. Now, here's what I'm going to do. You guys, I'm going to timestamp down below so you can kind of skip around, see what you want to see. I will be answering some questions regarding this machine versus the M02 versus the M02 Pro versus the M03. You guys have flooded me with questions. I love it, and thanks to your support and the views on these videos, I'm able to review this for free for you guys today. Again, thank you, Phomemo. So we will be getting to questions. I can't wait to answer these because I'm kind of curious myself if these papers will fit in here. So that's kind of been the number one thing, but we're going to get to all that. So let's break it down. Now, first of all, they did tell me that this label maker uses a completely different app than the standard Phomemo app. So let me go ahead and show you that. The name of this app is Printmaster. You can go ahead and use the QR code and go ahead and download this particular app. Go into your app store. In my case, it's Google Play. Download Printmaster. If you guys have a smartphone, you know how to do this. Once you download it, you're going to go ahead and go into your app, and it has a light mode and a creation mode. So choose what's best for you. Creation mode lets you do a little bit more. Light mode is just for making, quick labels and things. And you just connect your D30 printer as you see me doing here. Super easy. Once it recognizes it, it shows up in the right hand corner there. So now we're connected, and in light mode, I'm just showing you guys, it's just very fast. You can go in, make a quick label. This is great if, you're in an office or you're just trying to get something done very quickly. It just has basic editing in there. Now, creation mode is a whole new world. It can create barcodes, y'all. So as you can see here, it even creates QR codes. So if you're doing inventory or have products, this will be great for you. You can actually layer them. I don't know why you would want to do that, but there is an option. You can even layer on pictures. So there's a lot of versatility here. Here we have timestamps, which is great if you're in the restaurant business, or in my case, I might want to label my teas for their freshness, their date of harvest, etc. And here I'm showing you guys all the fun borders that you can use for your labels. And there's simple borders, and then right next to it, you'll see cartoons. You can click that, and it has some more fun label options. You guys, the sky's the limit. That's what I love about Phomemo, and that's why I enjoy showing you guys these videos, because there's just so much that you can do. So here you see me just kind of playing around with the app, getting to know it, trying to make a label here. You can make them bigger, smaller, move them around. I'm doing all of this on my smartphone. I don't need a computer. I have the same app downloaded on my iPad. It's just very simple. It's very, very user friendly, and I really love it. So here I'm just kind of editing, playing around with it, getting it where I want to. And at the bottom, I'm choosing the correct label size. Now that is important to make sure that you choose your correct label size first. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys through the trial and error how I figured out how to get the perfect label without hopefully wasting any. And by the way, when you go into your borders right here, now if you're visual like I am, you will appreciate this. So I thought we just had the simple ones. Nope. Click cartoons. A whole new world is opening up. And can we just appreciate that we got some Asian theme down there? Thank you. But anyway, look, y'all, we got some cute Santa Clauses. Oh, I love these. Some like party ones. Perfect for gift giving. You know what I'm saying? This was so cute. I really like this little rubber ducky one. Can y'all see that? So, so cute. So you're going to go ahead. You're going to do your design. I'm going to put my name on here. Why not? Put it in the middle. Down arrow. I want to enlarge. Drag it out so it'll fit. We're going to do that. Now, here's the key. You have to tell it what labels are in there, okay? And this is the jelly ones. It says it on the box. I'm not sure what color's in there. I don't think the color necessarily matters. I think that it just lets it know like what it is. So I just choose 14 by 30, and I think it's this color. So definitely make sure with this particular machine that you are choosing your specifications up here first. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to redo it. I wish that it didn't reset everything. I wish you could just do your design and then tell it what paper, but whatever, here we are. So we're gonna press print. And of course, it will ask you, you know, how many copies and things like that. And let's see. Oh, this one's actually yellow. I'm going to print another one because this first one. Yep, there we go. Now, it does have the little teeth. Y'all know if you watch my Phomemo videos, I'm not really a fan of that. I do typically take scissors and cut them just because it can mess up like the labels and things can get wonky. But as you can see, we did actually get a perfect label. I haven't figured out how to stop sacrificing the first label. I have been tinkering around with it, but the second one, as long as you go in and do your settings, tends to come out fine. So just remember, choose your size specifications first and then do your design. I'm going to be moving on to the next set of papers. These are going to be the 15mm by 6mm labels. These types of labels are going to be what they refer to as continuous label. There's no breaks in it. It's basically all just one sticker, so you can make longer labels. There's no limit on this particular type. I will tell you guys that I love how easy this particular machine has been to load. It has been so nice. Now, me personally, I think it's cool to have these labels that are already broke up for you. I think it looks nice and clean if you're going to do products or something like that. But honestly, I think you get more bang for your buck getting continuous labels because you don't have to worry about everything lining up. You can literally just cut it with some scissors, and I feel like there's definitely going to be less waste that way, and you're just overall going to get more for your money. To the app, and I need to go change the settings because this is 15 millimeter by 16. So we need to go ahead and tell our machine that. You scroll to the very bottom, it says continuous paper. That's what you want to click because that lets it know, hey, just print this image. The other cool thing I noticed while I was playing around with the continuous paper is as I put my name in, you can drag it out and make the border as long as you want. I think that's really cool, especially if, let's say you're labeling something in your kitchen or your laundry room and you want it to be bigger or longer or fit the package. Again, for product labeling, I think that's amazing. So it's like 100% customizable. So yeah, you can make it as big or as little. In this case, I'll leave it like that. And I just want to show you guys that by choosing this setting, it does 100% work. And see, it stopped printing. So I'm very happy about that. That worked out really, really well. And there you go. Now you can set this up to print multiple and try to have a little bit less waste there and kind of line them up a little bit better. You definitely can. And I thought for our next one, we would go ahead and there was a picture option. So I went ahead and added a picture of Lofi in there. That is our gorgeous cat, and you can make it as small or big. There, when the picture loaded in, it did load vertical, so there is an option down here. Just click rotate and it let me turn it sideways. By turning it sideways, it would allow me to make this as big on the label or as little. And I think I'm just going to see what this size comes out. It was able to let me add on loaf. I just layered on the text. And I'm really curious, like, what is this going to look like? Now, with my iPad in the background, it is having a little trouble focusing. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to let you guys see the printing in real time. Shut up! Guys, do y'all see that? Hold on. I know you're like, no, we can't because your fat fingers. Let me bring in. Look at Lofi. She's so tiny. Okay, let me tell you guys why I'm so excited. So when I have to give her medicines and stuff like that, Brian and I would use generally one of these Phomemos and we'd print out a big label and we'd put it on her medicine box with the date so we know when to give it to her next. This would be perfect to put on the individual little, like the flea advantage things. If you have animals, you know I'm talking about the little liquid stuff. And I could print one out for each of my cats so I know whose medicine is what, because we do have to, keep up with that. Just so many different options. I freaking love that. And that is so cool. I mean, the sky is going to be the limit with being able to print teeny tiny little photos on labels. I do want to see what it looks like. Just hang on for the ride, y'all. I want to see, like, the quality, like, okay. So it does only reach, like, a maximum. Do you see, like, it's not going to get any bigger than that. So we'll just scoot that over. And, yeah, I want to print that out. And how cute is this chicken? Like, he's so cute. Nice. Okay, so for this picture, this is going to be like the maximum size here. But that's still pretty freaking good. I know that my phone is probably not capturing this like it should, but guys, that is pretty darn clear to be so freaking small. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. I'm way too excited about printing out pictures of our cat. I love that. You know what this would also be cute for? Sometimes I make Hannah, my middle daughter, she loves shrimp, and I make her very own, like, custom spicy shrimp seasoning. And I used the larger Phomemo to put her little label on like a glass jar with her seasoning, but this would fit some of the smaller jars, you know what I mean? Or smaller tea jars or whatever. Lip balms. I think this would be really cute if you do custom little makeup or cosmetics. Oh, that is freaking awesome. Okay, and on the last color, we're going to try out something different. So I went into icons, the little star, and there's all these cool pictures, just like in the regular Phomemo app, how we have all those fun options. You guys, there's everything in here that you could use for labels, food. There's so many, like, holidays. I did just find, I don't know why this is under mother and son, but there is a little Kyuzu teapot. And I just thought that's funny. I'm like, okay, maybe you know me better than I know myself. So this is going to be super cool. So again, you can, make it as big as you want. But the nice thing is that this app knows the size of the paper as long as you have went ahead and put that in. So you can maximize your image. And I just really, really love all the customization to it. And I want to add in, okay, this is going to be a perfect example. I do have some oolong tea. I'm trying to think what it is that I opened. Oh, you know what? Nope. Let me go with my favorite Phomemo, my 2013. You know what I think I'm going to do? Space that. Oop, doop, doop. Okay. Now, again, you can get real fancy with this. I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video. So you guys can see. And this is the last color that was in the set. It did come with the white. The one I had just been printing was white. And look at that. How cool. So that's what this one looks like. And again, there's just so many options that you can do with this. Now, again, if you opened, in my case, if you open tea, I could put the date I opened it on here, data manufacturer, whatever you want to do. And I get so excited over products like this because it makes life easier. Anything that can help us not crowd our mind with things that we shouldn't have to remember. I really love that. I appreciate that. All right, so let's look at everything that I printed out today and give you my final thoughts. And then we're going to go ahead and compare this to the larger machines. It's kind of hard to film it because they do want to curl up. But first off, this is the default label that came inside the machine. For reference, this one is 12 millimeter wide by 40 millimeter long, and this is what it looks like. I do like these. I like that the labels all have this kind of protective coating on there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it does seem to be waterproof. I've put water on there and nothing has happened. Now, I don't know as far as long term. This isn't the Titanic, so I don't know, but I do like that. Then in the jelly or the cream, the box says jelly, but the app says cream color. We did get these labels. Of course, there was some trial and error. I had to learn how to adjust the machine to let it know the exact width and length. And once I did that, as you can see over here, it worked out perfectly fine. I do like the color varieties. This machine has a lot of paper options, you guys, a lot, as I was looking on Amazon. And then we have these other colors as well. Again, I have not mastered how to not sacrifice the first sticker, but it's not a deal breaker for me. It's really cute. You can try to line it up you know, make the best of it. But once it prints them and it's all lined up and you get it going, it's really cute. Look at that. So again, so many things that you can do with these. So I did like that. Now, as far as value for money, because you know I'm going to talk about it, obviously the continuous paper is going to be the way to go, just because there's going to be less waste. Now, I know that these have a space between them, but I believe there is a way to do multi borders, like multi images, and line them up and print them out. I did see that in there. I'll have to play around with that, but hopefully, you know, I can figure that out and line them up and not have any gaps in space. But I do like the continuous because you're not confined to a certain size. You can make things as long or as big as you want. And there was a lot of different options, you know, for that. You didn't just have to make it the default size. You can make it longer, or in this case, shorter, whatever you wanted to do. And then not to mention, when you do, you can print out pictures on the divided labels, but obviously with a continuous, you're going to have a lot more options. You could line up multiple pictures. This would be really cute in journals or scrapbooks if you guys are into that kind of thing. Oh my goodness, I see so many options for that. Love, love, love it. So I highly recommend this machine. I told my daughter after we did the review, she was really excited. I was like, oh yeah, you can have it. I think she's gonna have to fight me for that because I really loved how easy it was to load the papers. But the number one question you guys have asked me is, Valerie, will the 15 millimeter papers fit in the other machines? Because the other machines have an adjustable bar. So let's jump right on into that and find that answer out together. So just doing a summary of the machines, this is the D03 Label Maker, the original M02, the M02 Pro, and the newer M03. And I'm going to do a basic breakdown. This one will only fit up to the 15 millimeter size papers. This one, or these two, both do, it says 50 millimeter, but as I was digging through some of the papers that I have reviewed, so generally it's going to fit like this 50 millimeter size paper. I actually came across one box that I reviewed and it says 53 millimeter. So these fit between, you know, supposedly 53 millimeter. And then this larger one can fit up to 80 millimeter paper. Now, what is confusing to a lot of people and myself is, like, let's take the M02 for example. When you take out the paper, okay, not this one. Well, that answers question number one. No, it's not the M02. It is the M02 Pro. Now, when you take this off, try to keep that from unwinding. I don't know if you can see, but it has this little adjustable bar so that as you put this on, you're supposed to be able to adjust the size down. So let's go ahead and fit in the 15 millimeter paper. For the purpose of this, I'm not going to use the continuous paper because it has this clear glued disc on, and I don't think that that's going to work in this machine. So I think what we'll do is do the already separated label because it seems like it will fit. Maybe. I don't know, y'all. Like, this is the thing y'all have asked me. Okay. So I don't know exactly how this is going to work, but I'm definitely going to try it. Now, it's not super secure. I mean, I did clamp it down as best I could. It's trying to unravel. Oop, nope. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but the roll won't even fit in because these rolls are vertical, whereas we lay it horizontal, like on its side. So it definitely won't work in this machine. Let's check out the M03 Pro. Okay, so with the M03 Pro, it loads with this magnetic box on the back. I have not used this one in a hot minute, and I'll tell y'all why. I do love this one. Don't get me wrong. I love that I can print bigger things with this one. So now let's see. Again, this one attaches weirdly with a little magnetic box, and I have not unloaded this one in a hot minute. Let's see. Okay, this one's interesting because it just has this bar. So, I don't know. Let's see. Will that work? You know what? I don't even think, because it's on the outside. Y'all, I don't think it matters if we close that. Okay. I'm getting a little excited. Let me see. Sorry, that's the noise I make when I get excited. And Brian's always like, what the hell was that noise? What are you doing? I wonder if it should print like that. Probably like that. Okay, we're going to give it a shot. Pretty excited to see. Oh, that's the only thing. Oh, it's coming unraveled. Okay. Stay together. You know what? Oh, we see what you did, Phomemo. I do like Phomemo. They're super cool. They're super nice. Okay. There's only one way to find out, guys. Let me get my iPad and let's give it a whirl. Now, obviously, for this, I can't use the Label Maker app. I am going to have to just use the actual Phomemo app for this. There is a label workshop in here. Hold on, let me... Oh, turn her on, Valerie. Turn her on. We're going to connect the right printer. Let it know it's the M03. There we go. Oh, it knows. It's like the printer's out of paper. I don't know. Let's see if there's a workaround. Okay, I really didn't add anything to it. I am literally just curious if this is going to print at all. So let's see. Nope. It's saying printer is out of paper. I'm trying to figure out where the sensor's at in here. Is that it in the middle? Hold up. What is it? That it did print, y'all, but it did not print right by any means. Hold on. Like, not at all. So obviously I found out where the sensor is at in there. It's just not set up to properly print that. And that is a question that really has bugged me from the first time that I got a Phomemo. I'm sorry, y'all. My flash just went out. I'm hopefully getting a new camera soon, new phone soon. So I apologize for that. Just work with me here. But so the answer is no. Even though there is adjustability as far as printing the 15 millimeter or smaller labels, none of those machines are going to do that. You will unfortunately still need the D30. I use my M02 Pro the most. You guys, I'm sidebarring for a minute because I'm remembering all the questions you guys asked me. You guys, sorry, that is my chair. That is not me. It is my office chair making that noise. You guys ask me which one prints better. And I have answered this question so many times in the comments. So now I'm just going to refer back to this timestamp. So if you're looking at getting this machine and you can afford it, get the M02 Pro, because to me, there is a huge difference between how this one prints and this one. So this one is like 203 DPI and this one is 300 DPI. And I thought the M03 was 300 DPI, but it is not. They list it at 203 like this one. But in my opinion, this one prints just as good as this one. I don't know if that's a misprint, because to me, these print exactly the same. So to answer your question on what machine should I buy, I can't tell you guys what to buy, but I can tell you that if you're on a budget, this one's okay. But if you can afford it, you might as well go ahead and get the Pro. Get something that's going to make you happy, because this one doesn't print as well. It's not horrible, but it's not what you could have. And there's not a huge price difference in these two. At least when I got mine, there wasn't. You're thinking about, well, Valerie, should I get the M02 Pro or the M03? My answer to you is going to be, if you want the option to print larger, go with this one, because there's a little more versatility. If this is the only size that you want to print in, get this machine. And so I hope that that answer kind of helps you guys, because I get I get very overwhelmed having to type this long answer out at least 20 times a day. So I do appreciate you guys commenting. I love it. Thank you. Stop by, say hi, let me know what your thoughts are. But I hope that kind of explains that a little bit better. And finally, the number one most asked question, even though I say it over and over in the videos, and I don't mean no shade at y'all, but some of y'all aren't listening when you're watching the video, and I mean that with all due respect and love to you. But I get asked, so what kind of ink does it take? And even though I say it and I put it in text in the video and I say, you guys, this is thermal printing, there's no ink, I can't tell you how many times I've typed this out, because I do understand that not everyone understands what thermal printing is. So I'm going to demonstrate that with a receipt and a candle. Thermal printing has no ink. You will never buy an ink cartridge. It is a special paper that is activated by heat. The heat kind of burns the image in. So for example, here is a receipt from Chipotle. And I'll try to put it under here so I can get y'all some good lighting. When this receipt was printed, it went through a thermal printing machine that embedded this image. So what happens is, when you put this receipt, let me bring you up here. When you put it over heat, it burns in an image. It's the same technology that is in these printers. So whatever image you choose in the app, it's going to burn or heat that image into the label. And hence, that's how you get the design. So I hope this physical demonstration helps you guys understand that, you know, there is no ink. I'm a visual person, so I completely respect that. But yeah, so that's what happens. Same thing if you leave like a Walmart receipt in the car in the summer. We live in the South and it gets hot. Your receipt's going to be black. So that's, you know, that's essentially what's going to happen. I have had people ask me, what happens if my label or my picture gets hot. And I thought we could do that together, because honestly, I've never tried this. So here is a paper I printed out on, I believe, the M02 Pro for a video for you guys. And people ask, can I use this on my candles? So this candle's been going a while. The glass is pretty warm. I do have it up against the glass. Now I know for scientific purposes, I would need to have this on here for a while. But so far, I don't see necessarily anything happening on the outside. I do think that if you're wanting to use this for candles or something that's going to be around heat, you're going to have to test that and see, because I don't know what products, equipment, size, etc. you're using, but I do know that if I put it near heat, the same thing happens like a receipt. So I hope that that kind of helps answer that as well. Unfortunately, you know, thermal technology, it is cheaper. It's fast, it's easy, it's convenient, but you know, it's not perfect. So it can't be necessarily on direct heat or left out in blazing hot ass sun either. But classic inkjet printers generally can't get wet or they smear. So everything kind of has its good and its bad. I love my thermal printers. It's just an easy way to label, organize, keep things organized. Generally all my stuff is in the house, so it's not an issue for me, but I did think you guys would want me to include this just so you can see and help make a determination if this is going to be right for you. Hey guys, on a side note, I haven't been in here in a hot minute, and I went down to graphics and they've added all kinds of new stuff. You can go under newest and it'll show you, but they've even loaded in the calendars for 2022. This is a game changer if you guys do journaling or any type of memory journal or anything like that. I thought that was freaking awesome. And also, I guess they have done a crap ton of updates because all of this is new. They have a business card now. What? Again, I think you could definitely customize this and make it like customizable for like including something if you are your own business owner and you want to customize, or you could even use this as a label, whatever. I see a lot of potential with this. I think this is amazing. They even have schedules in here now. Again, if you journal, it's a game changer. Now, we don't necessarily have the quote unquote label option, but I'm going to try to find something that might work. I think we'll use this, and let me see if I can customize this and try to get it to print.